gamers, let's talk about our boy Jing Yuan. So it has been what, 3 weeks since he came out, and then a couple days ago since he left all of our hearts. But I just wanted to say, I just want to look at, how he's been performing. It's been about 3 weeks, so is he still good? Do I regret pulling him? Now, if you don't know, I also have his light cone as well, so that's going to be playing a part in it. I'm going to be looking at it, thinking about it with and without the light cone, because the light cone mostly just improves damage, so I'm just gonna say like he does less damage than what he's already doing and leave it at that. I'm also going to be looking at my 5 stars, because I have a very important 5-star to pair with him, and that's Bronya. Bronya is incredibly good for him. So I'm going to be looking at that and seeing whether or not this guy was worth what I did. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to be running through this little dungeon here while I talk about him. Yeah, we can go with all that. So, Jing Yuan. Let me turn down the volume real quick before I get into this. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. So, Jing Yuan has been a mixed bag. So let's say I have been enjoying him thoroughly a lot, and that's mostly due to his light cone and my player setup that I have with him. Let's say I didn't have one of the 2 things that I'm talking about. Maybe I didn't have his light cone drop. Maybe I didn't have a Bronya on my team just because I wasn't lucky. Now, thinking about it like that, I'm not sure if he would have been very good, or even worth is what I'm more of saying. Yeah, he's a hot boy and stuff, but the problem lies with his follow-up attacks. His incredibly cool talent ability, where he sends out his JoJo stand that sends down a spear. Now, if you can see right here on the left, I already got it at 10 here on autoplay. And if, let's say, I didn't have my Bronya, that most likely would never hit 10, and that is the problem. So I might be able to hit it with an Asta, but not being able to hit 10 feels terrible, and you're about to see that happen right here because it's at 5 and it's going next. Look at that, all that missed damage. It's doing like half the damage that I wish it would do, and it just feels terrible. Now, let's say I didn't have a Bronya and I didn't have the light cone. Actually, let's say I didn't have the light cone and I had the Bronya. Oh look, it finished itself, and let's check this out. Alright, let's say I didn't have the light cone and he just dealt less damage. I would still be able to use him in my team comps with the Bronya, because I would be able to use him against bosses. He is the greatest break effect character in the entire game, because it's not even his ultimate that does all the breakage, which his ultimate will break every, weak character shields, like non-boss's shield. It'll just break all of them for free. His skill hits all of them for half of it. So he's incredibly good at breaking shields. And then his follow-up attack just demolishes boss's shield. So if they're ever weak to Electro, you can guarantee that if you can get that to like an 8 or a 10, it's gonna either be 25% break effect left, or he's gonna be broken. The boss is going to be demolished by Jing Yuan's just pure break effect capabilities. Now, if I didn't have either of those, I'm free to play. I have terrible luck. I got no light cone. I got a Jing Yuan, and I got no Bronya. Well, he would feel so bad. The only reason I would use him is because of his 5-star. All right, it is because he is a 5-star. Any other reason I would use him would be out the window. I would not touch this man, only in maybe the Spiral Abyss thing that they got there, the memory halls where you need 2 teams of 4. Then I throw him in there, but other than that, he would feel absolutely terrible. Now, looking back at that, I'm very happy that I have his light cone. I'm very happy that I have a Bronya. Now, going into the future, let's say he comes out again. Let's say he comes out into the future and y'all want to wish for him. Just keep this in your mind. If you don't have a Bronya, you're kind of screwed in that aspect. And if you don't have the light cone, you're not going to be doing a lot of damage. He's mostly going to be a break effect character. So the most important aspects out of that to consider is if he has a Bronya on his team, because at least if he has a Bronya, then you can constantly get that 10 proc. You won't get it every single time, but you can constantly have that 10 follow-up damage proc that hits everyone for Electro. It breaks everyone's shields. It does a good amount of damage, not a crazy amount, a good amount of damage, and it's just consistent breakage. So that's all I wanted to say. Looking into the future, you know, make sure you have at least a Bronya, or if you just want to, maybe you're wailing out, then go for the light cone, and he won't hit, you know, he won't get to 10 all the time, which will be a big bummer, but he will hit like a truck. He will be hitting that good damage. He won't be a break effect character anymore. He will be a carry character like Sealy is. Now, if y'all have him and y'all don't have any of the things I was saying, like y'all don't have a Bronya or y'all don't have a light cone, then please comment down below. I would like to hear y'all's experience after wishing for him, you know, after having him for a while. How do y'all feel about him? Did the hype get to you and you ended up spending all your primo gems and now you wish you had enough for Silver Wolf? I'm just very curious on what other people are feeling about him. I know a lot of people were already saying that he's not a free-to-play character, he's bad and all that. He's average, free-to-play players don't wish for it. But I know this game is, at the baseline, is easy. It's just going to take time depending on who you have. You could have the base roster of characters and still beat everything in the game. I promise you. It's just going to take a longer period of time for you to do it. But anyway, please leave a comment down below of your experiences with Jing Yuan, with the characters you have after pulling them. And thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And as always, Johnny.
Can't